And welcome in to Hodges Fieldhouse, where it's already tournament time. The Region 11 tournament featuring the home team, the Iowa Central Tritons, 18-11, 10-8 in the ICCAC, and Iowa Lakes, the road team, 19-11, 9-9 in the ICCAC. Tim Soper, Tyler Schmitz with you today. And Tyler, always fun to get tournament time, and we are almost underway.
Well, it's what we wait for all season long, playoff basketball. Finally time. These two teams right in the middle of the ICCAC, the 4 and 5 seed matchup. Oftentimes the best game, especially at the start of the tournament, and I'm very excited to see how these two teams match up.
Yeah, as we take a look at the bracket, you see us right in that second spot. Iowa Central taking on Iowa Lakes right here in Fort Dodge. Winner of this one will face DMAC or Northeast. That game happening simultaneously in Boone. Iowa Western versus Ellsworth, and Kirkwood versus Nyack, the other matchups. And I think we're actually going to have to forego most of our pregame because we're going to head right into action here. And we'll kind of meet the starting lineups as we go, as we actually have I believe a technical free throw happening right off the get-go. Not sure what the administration was, but early point for Jalen Winter at the free throw line. So usually that's like administrative of nature, like a number entered wrong or something. So Iowa Central going to start with a 1-0 lead. And, you know, as tournament time would happen, nothing goes to plan. But right away it is going to be Iowa Lakes with the basketball. Their starting lineup is Ashton Herman, Jermaine Freeman, Caden Tate, Jordan Ryan, and Jaden Jones. This is Herman with the basketball. As the Lakers are heading to the right side, Jordan Ryan has it down low, puts a shot up towards the hoop, and ball is loose. And there's Caden Tate with the rebound. And right away up, Herman for two, no good. Rebound to Simpier Serrano.
Well, Lakers starting out with a hallmark of their style of play, rebounding well, getting an offensive board, but unable to capitalize on a second chance basket.
This is Jordan Kane with the basketball, trying to get down low, and a foul going to be called on Jordan Ryan. His first, as we meet the Iowa Central lineup: C.J. Mitchell, Jalen Winter, Jordan Kane, Alex Simpier Serrano, and Vitze Gerbich down low. And that'll be Jordan Kane at the line, as they do call the foul on Jordan Ryan, his first.
Yeah, someone Iowa Lakes does not want to get into foul trouble early here. Jordan Ryan, a big producer for the Lakers, averaging a double-double. Him having to sit extended minutes to mitigate that foul trouble would be rather disastrous for the Lakers.
Kane makes them both. Early 3-0 lead for the Tritons. As they go down low to the Lakers, Ryan out to Caden Tate. And Jaden Jones, who's made a lot of appearances in the starting lineup recently for the Lakers, gets it out to Caden Tate. Here's Herman. Herman tries to go to Ryan. They do. Ryan trying to get inside. Floater up. No good. Ball loose. Caden Tate, another offensive rebound. That's been a huge game of his in the last couple for Iowa Lakes. Off the glass, good for Tate.
And we didn't see Tate in the starting lineup for much of the season, but ever since his inclusion, he's been a monster on the boards and second chance points.
Kane getting inside, spinning, and can't quite get the rebound. Gerbich, though, to clean it up. Simpier Serrano for two, no good. Jordan Ryan the board.
The Lakers survived that one. That was another great offensive board from Gerbich, like you said. Lakers here want to take the lead and start to find their rhythm.
Here's Jaden Jones for two, good. Do want to mention this is MC22. You can watch us on mc22.net, but also through the ICCAC Sports Network, partnering with Triton Nation here. Want to thank our hosts here at Hodges Fieldhouse. Great vantage point for us as Simpier Serrano no good. Caden Tate fighting for the board for the Lakers.
Yeah, that was a great spot to be, but threw up, a shot maybe a little early. Maybe should have tried to set something better up, but for the Tritons, they're going to go ahead and get that ball right back anyway.
Turnover on the Lakers' first one of the game. Again, kind of a truncated pregame show here, as here at Hodges Fieldhouse, they wanted to get action going. So we are already at 17:53 to go in the first half. Lakers up early. Gerbich gets free, and he'll lay it in.
Yeah, Jordan Ryan coming way away from the play, or towards the ball, I should say. The two-man game there into Gerbich. He had no one in front of him.
Herman on the wing. Goes Tate. Now here's Jones. Jordan Ryan. He'll get it out to Freeman. Freeman takes a screen from Ryan, now goes against the grain. Back to Ryan. Ryan, top of the key, dribbling a little bit. Now he'll go in, stop at the paint, and no good. Rebound to Kane.
I'm really impressed with how the Tritons have been playing defense on Jordan Ryan so far this game. He hasn't looked comfortable at all.
Mitchell has it. Far corner. Gerbich has to come get it at the logo. Jordan Kane, leading scorer for the Tritons, feeds down low to Gerbich. Nice pass, nice bucket.
The Tritons' passing has been fantastic so far this game. They're doing such a good job of getting screens set and then moving away from them, and those passes have been just in the right spot every time.
As we will take a quick break, it is 7-4 in favor of Iowa Central on MC22 in the ICCAC Sports Network.
We believe that pride is more than a show of spirit. It's an unending fountain of energy, one that is renewed by those brave enough to dream, innovate, and lead others toward a better tomorrow. With over 100 programs of study and 45 university transferable degree programs, we help the dreamers, innovators, and leaders of the world find a path for their passions.
And Iowa Central is our host this afternoon. First round of the Region 11 tournament. Hometown Tritons leading Iowa Lakes early 7-4. Tim Soper, Tyler Schmitz with you on MC22. As the Lakers on offense, working towards the right side in their road blue uniforms. Jordan Ryan looking for a seam. He'll go up, get the two.
Good timing there. Gerbich went up early, so Jordan Ryan took his time, waited for him to fall, then went ahead up with the shot.
Seems like down low early is the game for both teams. Both Gerbich and Ryan getting involved, and that's going to be a lean-in foul. This might be number 2 on Jordan Ryan.
Yeah, and that's going to prompt Coach McKinney to make a decision, as that is the second foul. I mean, not much Jordan Ryan can do there. I suppose you could say he wasn't square with the defender, or excuse me, with the offensive player.
Jordan Kane again drawing the foul. So he'll head to the line, where he's a 74% shooter on the season. He's 3 of 3 so far, so this will prompt a couple changes. As I see Cooper Randall and Terrius Walker come into the game. Carlos Goicoechea checks in for the Lakers.
And that will be interesting to see Goicoechea match up against Gerbich underneath.
Back to a 3-point Triton lead. Lakers with the basketball. Here is Tate. Tate playing the stretch 4 position for the Lakers. Goes back to Jones.
Right. Good active hands from the Tritons. Nothing is getting by them. You can see the Lakers, when they're looking for passes, they're hesitating a bit because they're seeing how tightly defended all the players are for the Lakers.
Jones looking around. Let's get someone goes cross court to Tate. Now Tate has the basketball. Here's Freeman. Goicoechea may have a little mismatch down low, but he'll go out to the corner. Freeman hit the deck, but he is going to be fouled, and they're going to say it was off a knee. I believe Terrius Walker, the guilty party. See here. Oh, yeah, right there. Terrius Walker leaned out that left knee and will get called for the foul.
Official spotted that. You saw him even motioning, tapping himself on the knee to demonstrate what had happened.
That's not an official signal by any means, but you get the point.
It did get the point across.
Here is Tate trying to go down low. Goicoechea gets loose, and he'll lay it in with 2 hands.
Yeah, it's just been a battle underneath the basket. Goicoechea, fresh legs, and maybe just a little different play style.
Cooper Randall at 6'4", doing what he can against the 6'9" Goicoechea down there. As the Tritons have the basketball, here is a 3-up, no good, and a rebound. They're going to let it go out of bounds, as that was taken by Randall, a Waukee native. Checking in is Davian Gaston from Dyersville, Iowa. See Tate just let that one go out of bounds so Lakers can set up their offense. Now Tate has it top of the key. And nice feed to Tate. He has to kind of stop, though, as good recovery defense by Randall. Goicoechea finds Randall. Or excuse me, this is Jones. Jones behind the back. Has 8 to shoot. Jones feeds to Tate. Tate underneath the hoop. Off glass. Good.
It's a good find. I mean, you got Jones on the elbow. That's a spot he's very comfortable to just shoot from, but finds the better look with Tate in the dunker spot.
Gaston will, I think they might call an offensive.
It did go. I believe it was. Yeah, that will be against
Walker.
That was Walker, yeah.
So Walker picks up his second. I believe he will check out, as will Jordan Kane. So Lakers, with Jordan Ryan on the bench, have battled back and retaken the lead here 10-9. Bouncing to Tate, here is Freeman. Freeman thought about pulling up from way downtown. Now he'll pull up for 2, no good, and a rebound into the hands of Winter.
You can tell, I think the Lakers want to get Freeman going there, trying to find him a little bit of space so he can get his shot to fall.
That may have been a block there from Tate, and now inside high off glass, good. That is Davian Gaston.
That's not easy to do. It's an arc shot over the 6'9" Goicoechea, but manages to do so and score.
Jaden Jones on the wing. Here's Tate. He'll try his distance and ring it in.
Not something we see too often. You could tell there as the Tritons left him wide open. Figured let him have his shot, and he drains it.
Back and forth the action right now. Mitchell to Gerbich. They work it to Winter. Winter, he's hot from deep on the season. That one no good, though. Here is Gerbich. Randall will work it to Winter. Gaston right in front of the Iowa Lakes bench. Stops, gives it up. Here's Randall for 3. That one no good. Gerbich the cleanup, and a foul going to be called. I think this is on Herman actually underneath. Yep. It was a clean block by Tate, but it was underneath. You'll kind of see here. Herman got the wrist on Gerbich's way up.
Unfortunate. Tate was in a good position there, even if he didn't quite have his entire body in front of him. But this goes to show the value of offensive boards. A pair of them for the Tritons there. Though first free throw, not able to get that one to go.
Steven Martinez into the game. Looks like Herman, the one that checked out. We also have Riley Edwards check in for the Tritons.
You mentioned earlier, but the Lakers have been battling well and kind of getting back into this one without Jordan Ryan. Might think the Tritons maybe been scheming a lot for Jordan Ryan. Without him out there, Lakers are playing a style that they might not expect as much.
Martinez fresh in the game on the wing. Here's Caden Tate. Jab step by Jones to get open. Guarded tightly by Lane Campbell. And then Gerbich there to help. They go down low to Goicoechea. Now feed to Martinez. Lay in. No good, though. Gerbich has a little bit of trouble with it. Able to eventually secure it.
Martinez might have had a shot at an offensive board there since Gerbich couldn't quite handle it, but quick transition, offensive possession, and now Iowa Central back out front.
Edwards, floater off glass. 14-13, the Tritons lead. As they work it, here's Tate. Seen a lot of him early on in this game. Jones, Goicoechea, top of the key. Freeman calling for it. Trying to go past Gerbich. He hit the deck. He was dribbling, though, so no turnover yet. Still no turnover. Goicoechea says, give me that. Says, give me it again. Now ball loose and a foul drawn, and he was going up. So 2 free throws for Carlos Goicoechea, and Martinez saying, I like it.
I'm just trying to collect my thoughts here after that offensive possession. The ball changed hands so many times and in methods or ways we weren't really expecting. That's Gerbich there. He was on the ground for a little bit, holding that shin, I believe. Didn't look like he was quite grabbing the ankle. He is now, or
like the front?
Yeah, a little above the shin there.
You see him holding it on the bench area. And that was kind of a late development. I didn't see that happen during the play.
I saw him go down, but I wasn't quite sure if he just happened to roll down or if something had happened. He's actually off the bench and to the side now, maybe a quick trip to the locker room to evaluate him.
So Goikoechea makes the first in all of this chaos. Second one on the way and no good. So we're tied up at 14. 12-12 to go, first half. It's been a fun one so far at Hodges Fieldhouse. Here is Campbell. They work it around and shot up, no good. Rebound to Caden Tate. Now in the game, Thor Gilo for the Lakers. So a lot of players for both teams getting in the action early. Gilo going to be moved off his spot, as I believe they'll get Cooper Randall on this one. And Coach Kirsch, if you can read the look on his face, I don't think he agrees with it.
Kind of understand it, but defender did occupy his space in front of him, so they're going to go ahead and call that.
Media timeout as we're tied at 14 in the first half. More coming up on MC22 and the ICCAC Sports Network through Triton Nation.
Every student has their it. It could be owning their own HVAC business. It could be getting a head start on their four-year degree. No matter what it is, Iowa Lakes lets students dive right in and get to it. Find your it at Iowa Lakes.
The Iowa Central Pet Band performing for those in attendance. As we can look at the keys of the game now for Iowa Lakes, talk about controlling the glass and also avoiding those offensive lulls. They've had times this season where the offense is clicking, but sometimes it doesn't. So for Iowa Central, what would you say they got to do?
Well, Tritons are a good three-point shooting team. They want to get the outside shot to fall. Haven't been able to do that so far. And defend the home court. I mean, they've worked all season to earn home court advantage, to be able to play in front of the crowd, in front of their fans, and just kind of use them to propel themselves forward even further. So it does make a difference. That momentum is just easier to get when you've got the crowd cheering you on.
So Lakers will have possession. Martinez trying to drive baseline. Here is Jermaine Freeman. Gilo trying to bounce down low to Goikoechea. Ball is loose and eventually into the hands of Iowa Central. So a turnover on Iowa Lakes.
We've had a couple of those moments where the ball is loose on the ground and it's a scramble for it. Three-pointer in the corner, no good. So Triton so far 0 for 3, I believe, from beyond the arc.
Yeah, Iowa Lakes has 1 3 so far. Now here's Gilo. Herman back in the game. Trying to cross over into the corner. Here's Martinez for 3, a little strong, and a rebound to Edwards.
Yeah, just couldn't quite find his form there and leaves a man open, and they'll pay for it.
Davian Gaston for 3, and a quick 30-second timeout taken by Iowa Lakes, so we can keep it here. 11:06 to go, first half, and back and forth these two teams have gone, and kind of what we expected in a 4-5 matchup. Kind of every possession having its swings here and there, but like I said, both teams going pretty deep into their bench early on. Looking at some of the stats here, you see some Laker and some Iowa Central names here. We talked about the rebounds. Jordan Ryan, Caden Tate, top 5 in the conference in that. Look over the three-point percentages. First of all, Kirkwood, very impressive from 3, but you got Iowa Central in Winter and Randall, both north of 40% from range.
Yeah, and that's just ridiculous, to be honest. To be able to shoot the 3 that well, that consistently, is not an easy thing to do. But when you have someone on your team, you have 2 players on your team shooting north of 40% from beyond the arc, huge asset to have. And they've made their first 3. We'll see if they can start to get that to fall even more consistently. So it'd spell trouble for the Lakers if they can.
Gilo with the basketball. Here's Martinez, gets a screen from Goikoechea. Martinez all the way in, laying good.
That's a tough lay in there. Great hole opened up, a lane opened up by a screen. Lakers still trying to find that consistency on offense. They've done well so far, but we mentioned they got to avoid those lulls, so they need to keep producing.
Campbell with the basketball gets to the paint, dishes it off, and the lay-in is good for Sampir Serrano.
Has a great make there. Good patience as Goikoiche was a little out of position but never could find his spot back there. So just a good make.
Martinez on the wing. Goikoichea at the top of the key. Hands to Freeman. Freeman trying to drive in and poked away by Gaston. Here come the Tritons on the run. Edwards back to Campbell. Now they get it in the hands of Sampir Serrano. Back to Gaston. Gaston trying to get in the paint. Sampir Serrano on the dump. And Goikoichea will keep him on the ground on the foul. So a good foul if you want to call it that, but foul nonetheless.
Yeah, Goikoichea here knows he's a step behind and tries for the heroics there, launching himself over. But that, like you said, that will be before the shot went up. So a foul on the ground means it'll just be an inbound with 20 seconds on the shot clock, so plenty of time and plenty of substitutions here, it looks like.
Yeah, so we may just kind of reset the floor here. I see a Akalaya out there, as that was the pass where it was going. It was last tip by the Lakers, so Akalaya out there. Kane back out there. Gaston for Iowa Central. I also see Lane Campbell for the Tritons. Lakers going with Freeman, Gilo, Jones, Herman, and Tate. Kind of small lineups out there overall. For both teams going very small. As here is Gaston. Campbell trying to look for room, flies into the hoop and lays it in.
Just fantastic play there. Would not be denied. Great control as he drove to the basket.
Biggest lead of the game. Iowa Central leading by 5. Here's Gilo. Goes to Herman. Thought about the long shot. He'll go in with a floater. That one too strong, and a rebound to Jordan Kane.
Good work to get to that spot from Herman, but just couldn't get it to fall.
So Gaston guarded by Freeman. Sampir Serrano. Hands to Kane. Kane spinning, blocked at the rim, but in cleanup, no good. Rebound to Jones.
Oh, that's one of those second chance buckets you just got to make, but Lakers want to take advantage of this transition.
Freeman gets his man in the air. Three-pointer up and short. Jones, though, the board goes up. Hoop in the harm for Jaden Jones.
Yeah, that's exactly what the Lakers needed right there to get a little bit of a spark back on their side. And one opportunity for them.
Jordan Kane maybe trying to sell something away from the play there, but officials let it play on. Jones at the line for a three-point opportunity.
No substitutions look like be checking in on this, or will be waited to be checked in depending on the make or miss.
Jones makes it. So 21-19, Iowa Central leads. Again, this is the 4-5 matchup of the Regional 11 tournament. Winner moves to Wednesday. Face either DMAC or Northeast. Here is a three-pointer put up and no good. Rebound secured by Caden Tate.
That's just great there. Sampir Serrano there, 6'8", definitely the tallest one out there right now. So thought maybe he'd be able to get that, but just hands off. Yeah, tip your hat to Tate for fighting for that rebound.
Tate head of steam all the way in the basket through contact, and he'll head to the line.
Tate barreled his way down there to the basket, draws a foul. So Lakers with a couple trips to the line here so far in the first half. A team that doesn't necessarily shoot from the charity stripe the best of all the teams in the ICCAC, but got to make it count here today.
So Tate at the line. His first one's up and too strong.
Gerbich checking back in. That's great to see for the Tritons. Glad that his injury when he was holding that ankle there doesn't seem to be too serious.
Tate at the line, 43% on the season. As this one's short. And he'll rebound to Iowa Central, so 0 for 2 at the line for Tate. Gerbich out there. They work it to Mitchell. Mitchell going to drive to his left. And Juan Gerbich down low. Here is Akalaya. Three-pointer up, short and off the mark. And a rebound into the hands of Iowa Lakes. But I think Tate stepped just out of bounds on his way to passing it.
Yeah, unfortunate there. And to be honest, this whole possession was mostly watching the battle between Tate. You see that heel on the line there.
He kept one heel up, but the left heel kind of bounced a little bit off the mark. Kane going to line up a three-pointer, missed it, and a rebound to Herman.
There is something in this gym right now for three-point shooting. Both teams have airballed and just don't look to be comfortable shooting beyond the arc.
Tournament time feels a little different. Freeman, he's going to try his luck. That one off the mark. Jones, what an athletic rebound.
Oh, my goodness. To stretch an arm out like that and just get that back over. Incredible.
Mitchell runs into Gerbich, but underneath, Kane got loose for two.
Defensive breakdown. The Lakers have had a few of these just with a man completely wide open, and that breaks the deadlock immediately. Lakers will want the lead.
Jones for three, and the response, Jaden Jones early on, have him for 10. Kane trying to get to the block, feeds Gerbich, and now he works it out. Mitchell going to work his way to his right, feeds it out. Here is a three-pointer put up, and good for Akalaya.
Well, really all they needed was a commentator to say there's something going on in the gym, and then the three-pointers, they just start falling like they're nothing.
So Gilo with the basketball. Here's Tate. Jones made the last one for the Lakers. Jones spinning, goes baseline jumper, sinks it.
Jones' jumper is just so fun to watch. Perfect shot there on the baseline.
With the basketball is Jalen Winter. Mitchell in a screen from Akalaya. Akalaya, nice seal to let Mitchell go all the way through and make the two.
Just back and forth, both teams finding exactly what they want on offense.
As a 30-second timeout taken, Iowa Central up 28-26. Again, winner of this one will face the winner of DMAC and Northeast. If DMAC's the winner of that game, that will be in Boone. Northeast, if they were to win, whichever team comes out of here will have a home game on Wednesday. Tim Soper and Tyler Schmitz with you. Looking at the stat comparison in this one, pretty comparable across the board. Iowa Central does have the edge on points. You see a big difference, the rebounding numbers for Iowa Lakes. We're not keeping rebounds here, but that one feels pretty even so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And offensive rebounds feels pretty close as well. Maybe a slight edge to the Tritons, to be quite honest. And a rebound advantage is something the Lakers have enjoyed throughout pretty much all of their games throughout the season. They average, I believe, almost 10 more rebounds. I think it's closer to 8 more rebounds than their opponents per game. And that's a big part of their identity as a team. Haven't been able to get a clear edge on that here this afternoon.
Here is Caden Tate with the basketball. Herman to Jones. Jones going jab step. Now going to try to go baseline. He has been the hot hand for the Lakers early on. Nice pass over to Gilo. Gilo going to step into a long three. No good. Rebound to the Tritons.
Really disconnected possession there from the Lakers. Tritons did a good job of kind of sealing Jones away from the action. That ended up taking a lot of time.
Double team for the Lakers. They end up into the hands of Winter off balance three and going to go off of the Tritons as it looked like some contact between Kane and Freeman. That was right in actually Kane's hands, and I don't think he expected it.
No, that one came in a little quicker than he thought. And
another airball three that we've seen kind of both teams struggle with early on.
It seems to be it's either airballed or it's falling, just not too much in between.
Tate has it on the wing. He'll take a couple dribbles, go out to Jones in the corner. Jones, couple head fakes. Now we'll drive baseline, spinning. Two-pointer up, and that's a tough-looking shot, but Tate kind of palms the rebound, goes up, gets it blocked. Here is Freeman, head fake, gets to the paint, his two-pointer up, no good. Caden Tate fighting for the board, but it's going to be Irakli Akalaya with the board.
Boy, the defense, the interior defense from the Tritons, fantastic that possession, and they were hounding Jones in the corner, too, as soon as he got that ball.
Mitchell with the basketball. Going to go to the right. Now feeds it in the corner. Freeman picks up the defense there. Mitchell going to bring it back towards the center. All kinds of dribbling from Mitchell. Floater from the baseline, no good. Gerbich going to get called, clearing out a little too much, and he goes, yeah, that's a fair call.
Yeah, just no. It's kind of funny to just see no argument at all, but you saw the two hands on the back there before the rebound. That typically does get called.
Bigger story, Iowa Lakes is in the bonus. That was the 7th foul on Iowa Central. Gerbich will pick up his first. But to the line, Caden Tate.
That's one thing we did talk about before this game. This Triton team does tend to foul a little more than other teams, so a concern for them is sending teams to the line, sending Iowa Lakes to the line and allowing them to collect free points. But Tate, this is a player who has struggled from the stripe.
That one rattles in, and you see Caden Tate taking a couple extra minutes. I don't think he's come off the floor yet, and I think he's the only player that hasn't sat down, and these are huge minutes for the Lakers with Jordan Ryan in some foul trouble, and Banks open for a free throw for Caden Tate.
All that matters is that it goes through the basket.
Usually you don't see a bank on a free throw, but hey, tied up at 28.
I think you are right that Tate has not taken a minute off. He's been central so far to what the Lakers are doing.
With the basketball is Gaston. Kane trying to drive in, goes through contact, lays it in. Tough basket for Jordan Kane.
Yeah, not much more you can say about that besides a tough basket. Fought through the contact and managed to sink the bucket.
Freeman going to drive in, gets stuffed first try, and then lays it in on the second one. Almost wanted to travel if you're Iowa Central, but I think the block negated that.
Yeah, that's not something you see too often, a block which resets your possession of it. And again, he managed to rise above Gerbich and make it a three-pointer from the corner there.
Jordan Kane with a hand in his face. Able to get that one to fall. Now Gilo to respond for the Lakers. Cuts all the way across and hits that one towards the scorer's table. Defense for Iowa Central very active, and then a timeout taken on the floor. I think it's the media timeout. So Iowa Central, you see the tip away by Kane, currently leading 33-30. This is the Regional 11 tournament on MC22 and the ICCAC Sports Network through Triton Nation.
Well, because it's the best. And that's true, because I've thought about that. I mean, definitely the fastest. And the biggest thing I hear most people talk about is the stability of it.
MediaCom's network is very reliable. We have a lot of programs in place that can monitor kind of issues that arise. That way we can fix them before they reach the customer.
Trust the pros. Get Extreme Internet starting at $9.99 a month for a year.
In the heart of Spencer, we've faced challenges. But together we're stronger through the Spencer Flood Relief Program and the Spencer Chamber. We're here to rebuild homes, restore hope, and renew lives. With your support, we're making a difference, one helping hand at a time. Join us in rebuilding Spencer.
Opening round of the Regional 11 tournament in men's Division II and JCAA basketball. Iowa Lakes taking on Iowa Central. Lakers trailing by 3 as Freeman has the basketball for them in the game. That is Tremaine Fulton. Now Jones has it. Jones leading scorer for the Lakers early on, looking for more. Turnaround good.
Oh, it's just a thing of beauty to watch him work in that baseline to elbow area. It's where he's the most comfortable. Elbow jumper there, and he just sunk it.
Cuts the lead to 1. Tritons with the basketball. That's Gaston. Over to Kane. He just made a 3. Now he makes another.
A pair of threes for Kane. Shoots about 3 threes per game. Does a lot of his scoring inside the paint as a collision there results in a blocking foul. So Lakers will head to the line.
Lots of contact there.
Well,
Kane's going to pick up the foul, his first. At the line, Jaden Jones for the Lakers. The women's tournament also getting started in Region 11. And Region 11A, Kirkwood and Northeast move on, so they hold home court there. In Region 11B, Ellsworth gets the win over Iowa Lakes and Nyack over Iowa Western. So every team holding home court in the women's side of things earlier on today. Lakers make the first from Jaden Jones. And that just shows how important home court can be in tournament time.
Absolutely. It's crucial. I mean, you play the regular season really to try and secure that home court because of how impactful it is.
Jaden Jones, 16 first half points for the Lakers.
He's been the guy when it comes to scoring. One they have been able to rely on for consistent offense. 3 on the way. That would have been 3 threes in a row for the Tritons.
Freeman has the basketball for the Lakers. They trail by 2. Caden Tate was open for a split second. Freeman didn't quite see him. Now Freeman going to take a screen from Tate. Mitchell trying to stick out that pink shoe to block it. And that one going to go to Fulton. Fulton coming all the way out to get it. Jones, turnaround Jay, no good. That one off the mark. And a rebound to Iowa Central.
Yeah, Lakers offense has not been what I would describe as free-flowing lately. A lot of ball stoppages as the Tritons just do such a good job of immediately responding to whoever gets the basketball and shutting them down.
Well, 2 hands on for Jones. And exchange of pleasantries between Jones and Kane after the play, I think. I don't think anything harmful, just competitive spirit going on.
Just a quick word from the official, then
Yeah.
right back to it. So
Official
nothing
making
too
sure nothing happens.
Nothing serious.
So 16 to shoot for Iowa Central as we're under a minute and a half left in this first half. Campbell with the basketball. Floater from the paint is good.
Boy, those floaters have been just money for the Tritons here. And managing to get inside, and they've really not shied away from contact at all. They'll absorb that contact and make the shot.
Pass to Fulton is poked out, and then a little late was Campbell trying to get there, so I believe Fulton going to head to the line. And a little backstory, Tremaine Fulton, that name might sound familiar to Iowa Central fans. He was on the football roster for the Tritons last year. Now a basketball player at Iowa Lakes.
Multi-sport athlete, sinks the first one.
38-35. I saw a substitution. You see Jason McKinney, second year as the head coach at Iowa Lakes. Fulton makes them both. Now here's a substitution as they'll get Cooper Randall into the game. CJ Mitchell will check out.
I think Coach McKinney so far with this first half of play will overall not be too upset about it, as most of these minutes have been played without one of their best players, Jordan Ryan, who went out probably about that 15-minute mark or so.
If anything, you think he might be pretty fresh if they go with him in the second half.
Fresh, but you got to maybe try and work him back into rhythm as he's been sitting for a while, but I think Jordan Ryan will be able to get back in rhythm pretty quick, but Iowa Central may be getting into a rhythm here from beyond the arc.
Davian Gaston, his second. It's a 5-point Triton lead. Elbow jumper for Herman. That one no good, and a rebound to the Tritons. Shot and game clock pretty similar, and last touch by Iowa Central, so a turnover on them. So the Lakers will get one last look at it. Oh, off the head of Gerbich. I didn't see that the first time.
I thought maybe that hit a
hand.
Forearm, or a hand, a Laker hand, and went off, but no. That's just unfortunate, that pass behind him, and not much you can do in that scenario.
So Freeman will bring it up. Shot clock turned off, so 17-16 to work with. Freeman picks up the dribble, goes to Herman. Fake handoff. Now 10 to go. Here's Freeman. Freeman about lost the handle on it. Ball's on the ground. Gaston picks it up. He's trying to go all the way in. He's met at the rim, but a foul called by Caden Tate. And if you can see the reaction of him, well, the reaction of the Iowa Central fans are they love the call. Caden Tate not a fan. As
that is close.
Impressive ups for Caden Tate to get up there. So Gaston at the line. Caden Tate picks up his first.
Really not a ton of contact there. And as far as whether or not it hit the backboard and started to go down, that's a tough call as well.
They didn't go with that.
They didn't, yeah.
They say it was a block, but Mitchell, this is Gaston at the line, makes the first.
What a sequence, though, to see us out of this first half.
First-year coach Ryan Kirsch looking to move on to the semifinal round in his first year, as Gaston makes them both. So Lakers could have a three-quarter court heave, and it's a little too strong. And that is your halftime, as Iowa Central leads by a score of 43-36. You see the last sequence in this one. That hand right on the arm, I think, is maybe what they're going to call.
And I think part of the body, too, made contact with the head as he was going up. So I think that is a good call.
We will step aside. We'll have some stats and analysis of this first half coming up. But first, we have your MC22 Plays of the Month, as this is Regional 11 Tournament coverage on MC.
The Iowa Community College Athletic Conference and member institutions are committed to providing culture and an environment of inclusivity and sportsmanship.
In addition to the ideals of good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play, the Iowa Community College Athletic Conference strongly condemns any actions or comments of racism and discrimination towards any color, creed, or sexual orientation.
Any negative comments, profanity, racist, sexist, or other abusive comments or actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or other staff members will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal.
The ICCAC welcomes any and all people. Please take a moment to understand and commit that each of us should be treated equally regardless of our difference. Thank you.
Every student has their it. It could be owning their own HVAC business. It could be getting a head start on their four-year degree. No matter what it is, Iowa Lakes lets students dive right in and get to it. Find your it at Iowa Lakes.
Since 1991, St. Louis has served as the gateway to the best men's basketball tournaments. Arch Madness. Experience buzzer beaters, madness, and Missouri Valley Conference glory. And it begins here. The 2025 State Farm MVC Men's Basketball Tournament, presented by Credit Union 1 and Great Southern Bank, tips off March 6th through the 9th. Celebrate 35 years of Arch Madness. Get your tickets now at archmadness.com.
Jab step, and he has it poked away into the hands of Pinchton. Goal at the horn, counted as well. 4-point play to end the half.
Jordan Ryan gonna gallop his way to the hoop for a slam dunk.
He said, enough of this stuff. I've had it.
Yeah.
The Whitehawks onto center. Spin play there by Grant, and he shoots, he scores! Liam Grant on the spin play there. What a move by Grant. He made it look easy. A little spinorama, if you will. Grant goes 5-hole, and the Hawks tie it at 1 apiece. What a move there by Liam Grant. Oh no, that was turned over. All alone is Grant. Grant scores between the legs. Liam Grant. Grant was all alone between his legs. Holy Liam Grant. That is not normal.
5-7 forward. Here he comes.
Oh, he scores! It was Timmy Kent with the moves. Take a look at this right here. I can't wait to see this. This is a lot of puck movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, up. And it still moved forward, so that counts. And now it's a chance to tie it here for the Walleye.
Toledo needs to score. Spezia. Save! Oh, yeah, baby! Iowa beats the Western Conference leading Toledo Walleye.
In the heart of Spencer, we've faced challenges. But together we're stronger through the Spencer Flood Relief Program and the Spencer Chamber. We're here to rebuild homes, restore hope, and renew lives. With your support, we're making a difference, one helping hand at a time. Join us in rebuilding Spencer.
We believe that pride is more than a show of spirit. It's an unending fountain of energy, one that is renewed by those brave enough to dream, innovate, and lead others toward a better tomorrow. With over 100 programs of study and 45 university transferable degree programs, we help the dreamers, innovators, and leaders of the world find a path for their passions.
Growing antsy for your favorite sports to return? Lack of quality programming got you down? Well, worry no longer, because Inside Sports is here to satisfy your cravings for the savings, your need for speed, your desire for the umpire. You get the message, right? Tune in to Inside Sports to get a deeper look at athletes on and off the mat, the track, and even the Wi-Fi? Yup, if there's action, you can bet we've got you covered on Inside Sports, only on MC22. Stream online on MC22.net and on our channel Monday and Fridays.
The 2025 Credit Union 1 Missouri Valley Conference Women's Basketball Tournament, presented by Grinnell Mutual Insurance and Great Southern Bank, moves to Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana, March 13th through the 16th. Get your tickets at MVCWomen'sHoops.com.
We believe that pride is more than a show of spirit. It's an unending fountain of energy, one that is renewed by those brave enough to dream, innovate, and lead others toward a better tomorrow. With over 100 programs of study and 45 university transferable degree programs, we help the dreamers, innovators, and leaders of the world find a path for their passions.
Dad, I'm not glitching.
I told you with our new Extreme Internet, it will be smooth streaming.
That's unbelievable.
Well, you better believe it, Missy.
I already finished streaming the whole second season of my show.
So start the third.
What the fast? That's really not frustrating.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You should.
I'm gonna get some ice cream. Do you want some?
With the drama-free reliability of Extreme Internet, you'll have to create your own. Get super fast internet with whole home Wi-Fi for as low as $24.99 a month for a year.
Mediacom Mobile. You'll love the service and the savings. Unbeatable nationwide coverage. Unlimited data. Unbelievably affordable. Switch and save 30% or more over the top 3 mobile providers. Get unlimited mobile for just $40 per line per month. Bam. No hidden fees, no contracts. Switching is cake. Keep your phone, keep your number, everything you love, except the big bill. Mediacom Mobile. Call or shop online.
Halftime here in Fort Dodge. Hodges Fieldhouse, the host for this Region 11 quarterfinal between Iowa Lakes Community College and Iowa Central. Hometown Tritons leading 43-36, and they used some big three-pointers towards the end of that first half to stretch this one out. Tim Soper, Tyler Schmitz with you, and that first half it was back and forth, but Iowa Central did stretch it out a little bit there.
Yeah, big reason for that being is they found their three-point shot. Like you said, they shot about double the amount of shots from beyond the arc, shot 15 three-pointers in that first half and made 5, and that kind of ended up being the difference maker. These two teams are very even in certain categories. You look at the rebounds, and they're just about dead even. 6 offensive rebounds apiece. Lakers have been a little better at converting those into second-chance buckets. But another big thing that splits these two teams, points off the bench. I mean, Iowa Central, 19 points from their bench to the Lakers, 7. You could say part of that is that the Lakers haven't relied much on their bench this game so far. You see Goy Koichea there scoring some of those bench points for the Lakers. But we'll see if they're able to manage that. They have been playing heavy minutes on their starters outside of one notable one, Jordan Ryan.
Yeah, he had to leave early with 2 very early fouls, only 4 minutes in that first half, so we'll see if Jordan Ryan can make his way back into the game. Caden Tate, he's one of the starters, but has played huge minutes. 6 boards for him to go along with 9 points, 16 points for Jaden Jones, leading the way there for the Tritons. 14 points for Jordan Kane and 10 points for Davian Gaston. Both those players 2 for 3 from range.
Yeah, it's just fantastic. Looking at the Lakers, Jaden Jones, like you said, that's at a very efficient 16 points that he has gotten. Tate has been playing with a lot of heart, grabbing 3 offensive boards. Look to see some of the other starters to kind of find their groove. Freeman hasn't shot particularly well so far. He has been guarded tightly, though. Anytime he touches the ball, he has been hounded. Herman 0 for 3, so basketball's a game of variance, especially when it comes to shooting. So if the Lakers can start to get some of their guys hot, it could change very quickly.
Here we are, the Region 11 tournament. Today we are in Fort Dodge. Winner of this one will face the winner of DMAC and Northeast. And I believe that was a 14-point lead for DMAC at half, 14 or 15 as the score actually went away from me there. But DMAC leading Northeast. If DMAC were to win that one, they would host on Wednesday. If Northeast comes back and wins, then it'll be either Iowa Central or Iowa Lakes hosting on. There's a score. It's actually a 13-point lead for DMAC over Northeast at half. And then the other games going on simultaneously as well. See the players getting ready for the second half, and we'll have that coming up for you as this is the Region 11 tournament on MC22 and the ICCAC Sports Network through Triton Nation.
Dad, I'm not glitching.
I told you with our new Extreme Internet, it will be smooth streaming.
That's unbelievable.
Well, you better believe it, Missy.
I already finished streaming the whole second season of my show.
So start the third.
What the fast? That's really not frustrating.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You should.
I'm gonna get some ice cream. Do you want some?
With the drama-free reliability of Extreme Internet, you'll have to create your own. Get super fast internet with whole home Wi-Fi for as low as $24.99 a month for a year.
Mediacom Mobile. You'll love the service and the savings. Unbeatable nationwide coverage. Unlimited data. Unbelievably affordable. Switch and save 30% or more over the top 3 mobile providers. Get unlimited mobile for just $40 per line per month. Bam. No hidden fees, no contracts. Switching is cake. Keep your phone, keep your number, everything you love, except the big bill. Mediacom Mobile. Call or shop online.
Do you want an exciting and fun career that rewards you for your creativity? Then the Iowa Lakes Digital and Social Broadcasting Department is the start of your new broadcasting career path. Be a part of live radio and television broadcasts while honing creative skills with expert instructors. Learn basic and advanced fundamentals for professional radio, television, and social media broadcasting. Be a part of something special and join the Iowa Lakes Digital and Social Broadcasting Department.
Well, because it's the best. And that's true because I've thought about that. I mean, definitely the fastest. And the biggest thing I hear most people talk about is the stability of it.
Mediacom's network is very reliable. We have a lot of programs in place that can monitor kind of issues that arise. That way we can fix them before they reach the customer.
Trust the pros. Get Extreme Internet starting at $9.99 a month for a year.
At Mediacom, we believe that whether you live here, or right here, or way out in the middle of anywhere, you should have access to fast, reliable internet. That's why we were one of the first to bring gig speeds to every customer we serve. Why we're blazing new paths to bring fast internet even further. And why we're leading the way in developing one of the nation's first 10G platforms. It doesn't matter where you are. With Mediacom, you're always moving forward.
If, like most people, you love your phone, like can't eat, can't sleep, can't not have it by your side,
My phone.
or you'll be totally lost, kinda love, but you don't love your big cell phone bill or spotty reception, check out Mediacom Mobile. Unbeatable nationwide coverage on a reliable 5G mobile network. Plus, we've got some really incredible prices, too. Keep the phone you love, but love it even more. Mediacom Mobile.
The 2025 Credit Union 1 Missouri Valley Conference Women's Basketball Tournament, presented by Grinnell Mutual Insurance and Great Southern Bank, moves to Ford Center in Evansville, Indiana, March 13th through the 16th. Get your tickets at MVCWomen'sHoops.com.
You see the Iowa Central cheer squad taking up an entire section here at Hodges Fieldhouse. Dennis Pilcher Court, the site for today's quarterfinal action, and I want to mention great hosts for us, very accommodating and allowing us to take over the Triton Nation feed. So Iowa Central fans that are looking for that, thinking it looks a little different, well, MC22 taking over for your quarterfinal action. It's been a good one so far. Tim Soper and Tyler Schmitz with you in a game. That is the third meeting between these two squads. Iowa Lakes won both regular season matchups, but they were close. Iowa Central looking to hold on in this one.
Looks like it might end up being another close one here. Again, Jordan Ryan has checked in immediately to start out this second half for the Lakers. 2 fouls on him already. We'll see how he manages with that and how he's going to play defense. Early turnover, though, for the Tritons is just not on the same page.
Kane trying to go out to Mitchell, but Mitchell was going down to the corner to set up in his spot. Kane wanted more on the wing. Caden Tate with the basketball. And now Freeman wanted to scoop it down low to Tate. Jones will now get it. Jones, the leading scorer for the Lakers in that first half, 16 for him. Here is Herman. Herman going to try a two-pointer. That one no good, and a rebound to Iowa Central. Herman now 0 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, he's just been ice cold so far here this afternoon. Still looking to shoot, though, and try and break that cold stretch, though.
Jordan Kane trying to get loose, get to the baseline. Nice angle on that one. Last touched by Iowa Central, so it'll go to the Lakers.
It just rolled off Gerbich's fingertip there. So
nice looking angle, just couldn't get enough English on it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great setup. Considering the tight defense, that was a creative solution there, almost had it. But still, no points to start off the second half.
Freeman in the paint, looking around, now triple teamed, and will draw a foul. Iowa Central player saying he was clearing out space, but the officials say it's a defensive foul. And I think I saw the officials say the cylinder. That's kind of a new thing they've emphasized the last couple of years in college basketball. Got to give the offensive player their space.
Yeah, and he was swarmed there. You can be physical, but you can't quite push them out of that cylinder like you said.
So Jones with the basketball. He has it to Jordan Ryan. Ryan looking for Herman to cut. Kind of went around him. Now Freeman has it. Freeman 4 to shoot. Losing the handle on it, and will draw a foul on Gerbich.
And this is kind of big. Quick fouls going against the Tritons, and that's 2 on Gerbich now. So
I don't think Freeman liked the end up kind of almost being a cross-face motion. Wasn't intentional by any means, but Freeman looking frustrated after that. Here's Caden Tate to Herman. Herman down low to Jordan Ryan. Here comes the double team. Ryan trying to find Jones, but was tipped.
Yeah, fantastic defense from the Tritons, recovering before he could get the ball to the open man. Transition 3, sunk.
Jalen Winter stretching this to a 10-point Central lead.
One of the best three-point shooters in the conference, showing it there. Was cold from beyond the arc, 0 for 2 in the first half. First 3 of this half, makes it.
Tate to Freeman. Freeman goes head fake. Now we'll get inside. Gets Gerbich in the air. Off glass. Can't get it. Jordan Ryan fighting for the board. He'll turn around and lay it in.
And there's Jordan Ryan doing what he does best, grabbing an offensive board and getting a second chance bucket.
So it will be Iowa Central with the basketball. Freeman guarding Mitchell all the way out on the Iowa Central logo. Gerbich to Winter. Now Mitchell has it back. Mitchell spinning. Good steal by Gerbich, and Winter will get the lay-in.
Just a great,
that's Mitchell.
Yeah, great move to lose the defender there. Great space for himself. Good floater as well.
Extended man-to-man defense for Iowa Central. Ryan trying to get it to Freeman. He does. Freeman goes head fake. Now Herman trying to drive baseline. Puts up a 2. Left it short and a rebound to the Tritons.
Yeah, the streak continues for Herman. Nice baseline drive there. Rose well, but couldn't finish at the end of it.
Winter out to Sampier Serrano for 3. And that one's rung up, and this place starting to feel it for the hometown Tritons.
Absolutely. The rain of threes is continuing here from the Tritons. And it's not just one or two players. The whole team seems to be getting in on it. Sampier Serrano draining the 3.
We'll be back on MC22 in the ICCAC Sports Network.
We believe that pride is more than a show of spirit. It's an unending fountain of energy, one that is renewed by those brave enough to dream, innovate, and lead others toward a better tomorrow. With over 100 programs of study and 45 university transferable degree programs, we help the dreamers, innovators, and leaders of the world find a path for their passions.
Iowa Central lighted up from 3 the last couple possessions as they have taken a double-digit lead in this one. Tim Soper, Tyler Schmitz with you. Hometown Tritons. I think everyone's okay down there.
Ow.
Yeah, impressive what they do.
Yeah, and
bad timing on our part, I guess.
Highlights that it's cheerleading it's a tough contest, tough sport there. I certainly couldn't do anything that they do.
Back to the action. 13-point lead for Iowa Central. Here's Freeman. Almost loses the handle on it. Does. And now Iowa Central out and running. Tate back on defense. But Mitchell will pull up. No one around him. Rebound. Out of bounds. And stepping on the line was Terrius Walker. So Tate kind of had a choice there. Give up the bucket or give up the 3. And looks like he chose right because eventually it will be Laker ball.
Yeah, kind of played the percentages there. It's almost 100% if he's allowed to get to the basket. And then, well, Tritons have been shooting the 3 well, but risked it, pays off.
Herman to Jones. Jones looking around on the wing. Now we'll go to Herman. Herman picked up. And now Tate down low to Ryan, and he's poked out from behind. Will stay with the Lakers. Jordan Ryan telling his teammates, let's talk things over here before this happens. It will be Freeman from that corner, 4 to shoot. They go to Tate. Tate down low to Ryan. He's got to go quick. Kind of stood up right away, and the ball is poked out, and it will be, I think, just a shot clock violation. I didn't hear the horn at all, but Lakers did run out of time.
Yeah, just got it into Jordan Ryan, who immediately got walled off there by, I think, a trio of Tritons. Just not much you can do in that situation.
Mitchell works it around. Here's Winter for 3. It's good. Jalen Winter heating up.
Jalen Winter has been lethal from beyond the arc this second half. See if the Lakers can respond. They don't opt to go for the 3. It looked like they may have had an opportunity. See what they set up here on offense.
Jordan Ryan double teamed They find Freeman. He lets go from 3. That one no good, and a rebound to Iowa Central. Iowa Central out and running.
And they have just been so dominant. Both ends of the ball. Lakers haven't looked comfortable offensively at all this second half. Still sitting with only 1 field goal so far in this entire second half in 5 minutes of play.
Kane lost the handle. Freeman there to pick it up. Almost lost it. Now here's Jordan Ryan underneath for 2.
There we go. Nice transition bucket off of the steal. Iowa Lakes just needs something. Just kind of claw their way back into this. Down 14.
Mitchell works it around. Here is Walker. Jalen Winterbin, the hot hand. Kane has the basketball. Kane trying to get in the paint, and he's going to lay it up. Actually, no, but a foul called, I believe, on Jordan Ryan.
Jordan Ryan kind of a late contest there as he went up with it. Nothing too much on it, but just too much body contact. He's pleading his case, but call's been made.
So at the line, Jordan Kane, who has drawn all 3 of those fouls against Jordan Ryan. Kane's first at the line, good. So Fulton will check in. Actually, Herman, the one to check out. So Jordan Ryan will stay in there with his 3 fouls. Jordan Kane at the line. Chance to go 6 for 6, and he does. Perfect at the line for the Tritons' leading scorer, and it's a 16-point Iowa Central lead.
Curious to see how the Lakers look after the substitution. Herman had been cold tonight. Tonight maybe just isn't his night. We'll see what Fulton brings.
Tate has it. Jones on the wing. They skip it all the way to Freeman. Freeman trying to look for some contact. Fulton has it now to Jordan Ryan. Jordan Ryan trying to get all the way inside. And that one's going to be saved. And Fulton tried saving it, but didn't need to, as actually it's going to stay with the Lakers.
Just not shying away from contact, but Tritons have done such a good job defending. Elbow jumper off the mark.
Jones the board, though. He puts one up. That one no good. Ball still loose and off the hip of Iowa Central. So I'll stay with the Lakers. So a couple offensive boards again for Iowa Lakes. Just no points to show for it yet.
Yeah, exactly. The Lakers really need to convert off one of these chances. They've been fighting hard for these boards. Now need to get their points.
Fulton has it to Jones. Jordan Ryan hit the deck underneath the hoop. So Jones has it now. Trying to go down low to Ryan. Here's the double team. Trying to skip it to Fulton. That one's off his hands, out of bounds.
Well, not the way the Lakers wanted to see that possession to end, getting so many offensive boards, and then at the end of it, just turnover as Fulton came around the other side to try and get back to the ball.
Yeah, if you hadn't tipped it out, may have just been intercepted by the Tritons. Winter hands it over to Campbell. Campbell trying to drive in. Here is a shot up for Randall. It's good. And the threes are flying for the Tritons.
It's difficult to do much of anything when you're playing a team that shoots the 3 this well. I mean, this is above their season average for sure. Just so dominant from beyond the arc here tonight.
Ryan looking around, really no one to outlet it to. Freeman trying to stop, go between the legs, and tries again, and that's going to be a travel. Slipped twice on one possession.
Uncharacteristic for sure. You don't see that happen too often. As just
may have some words shared between Campbell and Freeman after the play. Davian Mitchell actually playing, or Davian Gaston actually playing Peacemaker, splitting them up. Goykoye Cheo will check in for Caden Tate. As Iowa Central has ballooned this to a 19-point lead. Another late substitution. Akalaya in the game. Cooper Randall, who just hit the 3, out.
See if the Tritons can continue this offensive dominance. They've set up such good looks from beyond the arc.
Gaston works his way to his right, then left. Lost the handle for a second. Floater up, no good. Rebound to Martinez. This place is ready to erupt with that one.
Absolutely. Lakers want to cut some of that momentum away. That's one way to kind of ease the momentum up, is to draw a foul.
Third foul on Iowa Central this half. It's on Gaston, his first.
And can't stick your knee out like that into the path of the offensive player.
Jones to inbound. Finds is a little too far out for Fulton, and eventually a turnover.
So just uncharacteristic. Lakers turning it over off an inbound. These little mistakes add up.
Iowa Central with the basketball. Mitchell fires it out. Here is Gaston, a deep three off the mark, and Jones the board.
Well, it feels like nothing could miss for the Tritons. A tip there, and now a scrap for the ball, and
eventually a timeout called by Iowa Central, so they don't get the tie-up. So Iowa Central will retain possession after getting the timeout call. You see fighting for the ball is Terrius Walker, and C.J. Mitchell there calling the timeout for his teammate. Iowa Central up to a 19-point lead. More coming up on MC22 and the ICCAC Sports Network through Triton Nation.
Every student has their it. It could be owning their own HVAC business. It could be getting a head start on their four-year degree. No matter what it is, Iowa Lakes lets students dive right in and get to it. Find your it at Iowa Lakes.
Welcome
Full
back.
court pressure applied by Iowa Central. Tim Soper, Tyler Schmitz with you. Iowa Central facing the full court pressure. Lakers really putting in some traps here. Now Mitchell has it. Has a three put up and sank by Akalaya.
Akalaya, a little bit of a head fake there, looked to pass, but defender left him all alone, made him pay for it.
Out in, lay in good, and hooping the harm for Tremaine Fulton. Lakers looking for any kind of momentum to go their way.
Fulton really had to bruise his way inside here against Gerbich. So he'll pick up a third foul right after getting subbed back in. And that will be Gerbich checking right back out.
So Lakers do have some size out there. Goikoechea and Ryan. As Fulton will take his spot at the free throw line. Went 2 for 2 earlier. Makes this one. So 62-43. A score in favor of Iowa Central. As Iowa Central has really rung it in. 10 threes for them so far. Here is Gaston looking for room. Now gets out to Mitchell. His three, no good. Rebound to Goikoechea.
Love the work from Gaston there, drawing defenders before kicking it out. Just couldn't get the three to fall.
Martinez, a little bit of trouble, and it's tipped away. Up the floor, Terrius Walker with the jam.
Huge one-hand slam there from Walker. Flew down the court and dropped the hammer.
And not sure what the issue is.
Might be going the other way for free throws.
Have to maybe see a replay here. Maybe a little too much excitement.
Well, stare down afterwards and some words exchanged, so.
Yeah, I can't really
Didn't catch who was said what, but
you see Iowa Central, though, still celebrating. It's going to be Fulton at the line. I believe count the dunk for Walker. That will stay on the board.
I looked up, and it looked like Campbell actually picked up a foul there.
Okay. So Fulton makes the free throw. Campbell, I believe, has 2 fouls now. And Fulton misses the second. So I believe it will be Laker ball after this. As I feel a buzz in Hodges Fieldhouse after that one.
Absolutely. Iowa Central crowd was just waiting to go crazy once they saw the potential for a slam dunk there. And they got exactly what they wanted.
As Freeman has the basketball. Gives it to Jordan Ryan. Ryan looks to hand to Gilo. Actually goes to Freeman. Freeman wanted to step back. Guarded tightly by Mitchell. Going to be a long 2 for Ryan off the mark. And a rebound to Iowa Central.
Just no kind of offense going for the Lakers right now. Look, the other game going on, Northeast still down to DMAC, 69-51.
Here is a three-pointer put up, and no good. Goikoechea cleans up the board. So Lakers have gotten a couple misses from Iowa Central, just can't get points the other way just yet. Freeman harassed, and eventually going to be another turnover.
Yeah, just nothing. I mean, the pestering defense of the Tritons have prevented the Lakers from getting anything going.
Jones and Herman set to check in next dead ball, as is Tate, so maybe the starters going to go for Iowa Lakes when they get the chance. Floater up, no good. Rebound fought for by a couple Lakers and will be laid in by Mitchell.
Yeah, that really just shows the kind of night the Lakers have been having. You got 2 players who get a hand on the defensive board, but it ends up sending it right to a Triton player who puts up the second chance bucket.
Gilo goes to Ryan, who's at the top of the key. Fulton fakes the handoff. Now Gilo has it. Gilo to Goikoechea for 3. In and out, no good. Jordan Ryan will clean it up. No, can't quite get that one to go. Jordan Ryan still fighting for it. And eventually, this one getting pretty physical. Don't think anything's going to come of it. I think we're just going to get a foul on Jordan Ryan.
Yeah, just fought too hard for that. Emotion got the better of him.
Been a very edgy game so far. See Jordan Ryan trying to go and kind of losing his footing, bringing Jordan Kane with him.
Jordan Kane's fighting there too, obviously. Yep. It's 2 players fighting. Just looks worse for Jordan Ryan because Jordan Ryan didn't know when he just had to let go of that and let the play go on.
Iowa Central up by 22, looking to move on to the semifinals here on MC22 and the ICCAC Sports Network.
Well, because it's the best. And that's true because I thought about that. I mean, definitely the fastest. And the biggest thing I hear most people talk about is the stability of it.
MediaCom's network is very reliable. We have a lot of programs in place that can monitor kind of issues that arise. That way we can fix them before they reach the customer.
Trust the pros. Get extreme internet starting at $9.99 a month for a year.
Iowa Central cheer squad and the entire crowd here at Hodges Fieldhouse enjoying this one so far, 66-44. Iowa Central putting on a show, especially from deep, Tyler.
Yeah, absolutely. The three-point shooting for the Tritons has been incredible, especially in this second half. They came out the gate and just knocked them down again and again, ballooned the lead. And now we're sitting at about 9 minutes left in this one. The Lakers have a tall task ahead of them, and they've struggled to get anything going offensively.
So Jordan Ryan, 4 fouls, will stay out there for the Lakers. And you see some pressure defense applied now. Kind of going with a lot of quick players of the Lakers. Herman and Fulton trying to trap there. Here's Jones with the cutoff. They get it up into the hands of Sempier Serrano. Sempier Serrano floats it to Jalen Winter, and a tie-up attempt, and it will be a tie-up. Lakers getting a turnover. So, again, things are getting chippy.
They really are. I mean, it's playoff basketball. Both these teams want to win so badly, and there hasn't been anything over the top.
Just the little
These
things.
little things, like you said, the chippiness back and forth, you're really starting to see it.
Tremaine Fulton probably has a couple classmates he remembers from last year, as I believe he was on the Iowa Central football roster just last season. Fulton losing his footing for a second, now gets it back, has it poked away again. Here's Jordan Ryan. Ryan off his knee and a turnover.
Things just have not been going the Lakers' way. It seems like every little thing that can go wrong has been going wrong this afternoon.
Here's Gerbich on the wing. They work it to Sempier Serrano. Mitchell over to Kane. Kane trying to drive baseline and going to be fouled on the floor. Just the third foul on the Lakers this half. So it'll be 8:08 to go when they inbound.
Fulton kind of working that knee out there a little bit.
You see it kind of flexing weird.
Hopefully that's nothing serious, but he does look like he might be a step behind. But Jordan Ryan there ready for the block.
He says, I got you. Here is Jones. Lakers 22-point deficit. Fulton cutting to the basket. Tries to go reverse, and he's blocked by Sempier Serrano.
That's a tough place to go in between Sempier Serrano and Gerbich. Tried to squeeze and find a little bit of space there for a reverse layup, but there was no room at all.
Kane on the wing. Tries to go to Jordan Ryan, who kicked it at the official. Official some heads-up movement, too. See Jordan Ryan skying for that one. 7:39 to go. Here is Iowa Central. Gaston having some trouble. Tie up again. This one will go towards the Tritons. That's the second tie up Lakers have gotten since they've kind of gone to this pressure defense.
Yeah, Lakers just trying to be a bit more heavy-handed on defense here.
Here's Gaston. They work it back to him. Gaston all the way in and sent out of play by Caden Tate. Doesn't have the feeling, though, when Iowa Lakes is down 22, you can see them like, okay, back to business. We still need some points.
Tate, smile on his face. Had enough time to get that smile off, but like you said, back to business.
Kane, and they will run out of time. Winter has to chuck that one at the hoop. So the block does end up working for Iowa Lakes. Now Coach McKinney kind of looking at his offense, saying we need points. We talked about those offensive lulls. They are in one right now.
And this team doesn't shoot the three ball quite as well as the Tritons do. I think as a team they're about 31.5% or so, but something they might have to lean on a little bit more here is down 22 with 7 minutes. That's going to be tough to do with all twos, but elbow jumper, that sinks for Herman.
His first bucket of the game. Cuts the lead to 20. Jones a little shoulder into Winter. That'll be a foul.
Triton's still a little ways from the bonus. If they get to that point, though, that'd be huge for them to really start icing this game out.
So Winter will check out. That's one of the main three-point threats for the Tritons. They go to Kane. Kane trying to drive baseline. Stops. Handoff good for Sempier Serrano.
Yeah, just in a perfect spot there. Able to extend that arm up and basically just drop it into the basket.
And ball loose and turned over right through the hands of Fulton. And the Tritons will take over.
Again, just kind of been that way for the Lakers. Little things have not been going their way and resulted in a few turnovers.
Here's Gaston. Double team coming out on him. He uses speed to get through it. Gerbich has his pass poked away. Herman going to lead it up to Jordan Ryan. He lets Gerbich go by, laying good.
Nothing fancy, just good heads-up play. Let Gerbich go by and get the two. Timeout called.
20-point lead now for Iowa Central. Work to do for the Lakers as they take a full timeout. And Iowa Lakes really trying to figure out what to do here. 68-48 on MC22 and the ICCAC Sports Network through Triton Nation.
In the heart of Spencer, we've faced challenges. But together we're stronger through the Spencer Flood Relief Program and the Spencer Chamber. We're here to rebuild homes, restore hope, and renew lives. With your support, we're making a difference, one helping hand at a time. Join us in rebuilding Spencer.
Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse, where we will check the score of the other matchup. Looks like DMAC out to a 20-point lead in that one over Northeast in the second half, 6:39. So right now, both home teams holding serve in this one. Iowa Central using the 3-ball to do it, and then some big defensive stops too.
Absolutely. You look at the stat sheet, and you'll probably see that three-point shooting. That'll be what really pops out at you, but what you might not see on the stat sheet is just how well they have defended. Iowa Lakes has not looked comfortable offensively at all in this contest. They have struggled to find looks. They've struggled to really even pass the ball, as that pestering defense of the Tritons has just made the Lakers uncomfortable all the afternoon.
Lakers trying to do it back to Iowa Central, but then back-to-back turnovers kind of makes it a moot point. Ball on the ground, ends up in the hands of Campbell. Iowa Central probably in clockwise mode. Campbell says, no, we're not. We're going to slam it home, put an exclamation mark on it.
Yeah, and that's a win on the morale category there. As Fulton shot off the mark, Lakers will get it back, but they need to do things quickly.
Jones with the basketball. A couple dribbles between the legs, and body foul called. So no shot. I'll call defensive foul on this one.
Wasn't quite sure how that one was going to be called, to be honest, because looking at the arm, well, no, kind of after he'd gotten in his spot, did that arm kind of come forward a little bit.
Yeah, that one could have gone both ways, but Campbell did not get the position, the officials rule. So again, 22-point lead for the Tritons. A lot of work for the Lakers to do late, as Jones left it short on that lay-in, as Campbell trying to, or excuse me, that's Gaston joining the cheerleaders on that one. Stays with the Lakers, which is great and all if you're Iowa Lakes, but just no points going their way.
Yeah, just haven't been able to score, especially in this second half. It has just been a cold stretch for the Lakers.
12 total points in this second half. Jordan Ryan looking for room and just bullies his way in.
Something he does very well, but something the Tritons have defended really well. Jordan Ryan been very quiet in this contest.
Central does get it across as they go up and in for two. It's Akalaya.
Well, you can waste, you can go to time-wasting mode, or if those points are just sitting right there for you, you can just go for it. And
over and back. Kind of a delayed reaction at that. Well, see if we can get a replay on it.
I almost thought I saw maybe a carry instead of that.
Oh, yeah, I guess that motion could be carry, yeah.
Because otherwise, I was just trying to think of if he went across horizontally, but either way, that...
Another costly turnover on the Lakers. What feels like a point where they can have no more empty possessions. 72-50. Iowa Central on top. Gaston can be tripped up. Just foul number 5 on the Lakers. Will be on Herman's, his second. See Herman's foot just kind of got in the way there.
Fouls pretty even so far in this second half, but plenty of other things to separate these two teams in the half. Tipped out of bounds by Tate. Stay with the Tritons.
So winner of this one facing the winner of DMAC and Northeast. DMAC looks to be in control of that one down in Boone. As Campbell looking around, Herman guarding him. Here's Jordan Kane with 2 to shoot, forces one up, and I think they're just going to say shot clock violation. So turnover on Iowa Central, but a 30-second turnover.
Yep, I mean,
never want a turnover, but that's about the best case scenario for one for Iowa Central right now.
I assume the Tritons aren't sweating about it too much with as big of a lead as they have. Taking 30 seconds off the clock works well in their favor.
Caden Tate feeds it down to Jones. Jones spinning around, baseline jumper, no good. And those were going all day for Jones in the first half. Good hands-off play by Ryan, letting that one go out of bounds. So Iowa Lakes will get another possession. But again, no points.
That's just been a monumental struggle to score for the Lakers. Meanwhile, for the Tritons, those points for them have come just effortlessly.
Jones on the baseline. Iowa Lakes using a lot of clock. Herman double teamed, trying to get inside, and foul going to be called, so I believe Herman going to go to the line. Well, we're under 4 minutes to go, and this lead's been about the same the last 6 minutes.
Yeah, it's just things have really calmed down as Tritons want to waste clock, and Lakers, who do want to go fast and want to score fast, haven't been able to generate any kind of quality looks.
So Herman's free throw good. Coach McKinney imploring his team, D up the next possession. Herman off on that one. Ball loose, but last touch by Tate. 72-51. 3:46 to go in the second half. The Lakers are doing that. They'll go man-to-man on the full-court press. And Gaston gets it in through a tight window, and he'll speed all the way up the floor. And now they'll go back to Campbell to waste some clock. Campbell has it. Trying to dribble around, just wasting clock. Now gets inside off a spin move, lay in, good, and the foul for Lane Campbell.
Boy, what a night Campbell's had, what a night the Tritons have had. They have just managed to play so well here. And yeah, definite foul there.
So Campbell at the line to complete the three-point play. And no good. Rebound to Tate. Still the largest lead for Iowa Central so far at 23 points. Herman has it. Now here is Fulton. Fulton losing the handle on it, and Iowa Central another just straight up takeaway.
Yeah, turnovers have been killer for the Lakers. They had 5 in the first half. Not too bad. Haven't seen the official tally yet, but it's going to be much higher.
Gaston works it to Campbell. Down low. They get in the hands of Walker. Back to Gaston. Clock waste mode engaged. Here's 8 seconds on the shot clock. Gaston picked up by Ryan. Campbell trying to drive baseline. His two-pointer sunk.
Just textbook play here. Waste the clock, score at the end. This Triton team is firing on all cylinders and have been, especially in this second half.
Winners of 6 straight. Looking for 7 straight with a win here. Jones will pick up some free throws here. Gaston will pick up his 3rd foul. As Iowa Central looks primed for a semifinal trip. Looking like to Boone so far. Jones will get the free throw to go. Freeman checks in. As Jones, his free throw good. I believe those are Jones' first points of the second half after having 16 That moved him to 18. And foul quickly on Iowa Lakes, as now they may play some free throw games with Iowa Central.
Yeah, I'll see potentially a lot of trips to the line towards the end of this game.
So Wayne Campbell will head to the line. His free throw is no good. Jordan Ryan the board. So Jones with the basketball, trying to get to the baseline. Dribble off the foot of an Iowa Central player. 2:11 to go, second half. See just the defense from Terrius Walker giving him no spot to move. As they work it up the floor and turned over and all the way in, sent away by Jordan Ryan. Wow.
Doesn't matter what the score is. Jordan Ryan's not going to just let you go down and get that for free.
Herman's 2 in and out, no good. Foul underneath. I believe Caden Tate going to go to the line. Jordan Ryan stealing that one up off the rim on the previous possession. And you see the shove against Caden Tate underneath. Fourth on Gaston. And Tate asking if it's a 1-and-1 or 2 free throws, and the official goes, I better check.
No
matter so it is a 1-and-1.
Yeah, no matter what, procedure. Got to follow procedure.
So Tate at the line for a 1-and-1. Free throw up, no good. And a rebound to Akalaya. Iowa Central looking to dribble this one out. Double team coming for Iowa Lakes. Jordan Kane had a chance to walk in for a layup. Now we'll dribble around. Akalaya on the wing. See Terrius Walker pointing it out, saying just pass it out. And eventually a turnover. Jones up the floor. Met by Akalaya. Inside Herman for 2, good.
Still not an easy thing to do, that reverse layup there, but at this point, likely too little too late.
Lakers going to call a timeout. See what they can do here as they trail Iowa Central as the Tritons look to move on in the ICCAC Region 11 tournament. This is MC22 in the ICCAC Sports Network.
At Mediacom, we believe that whether you live here or right here or way out in the middle of anywhere, you should have access to fast, reliable internet. That's why we were one of the first to bring gig speeds to every customer we serve. Why we're blazing new paths to bring fast internet even further. And why we're leading the way in developing one of the nation's first 10G platforms. It doesn't matter where you are. With Mediacom, you're always moving forward.
Iowa Central looking primed and ready to move on to the semifinal round. And it's been the three-point shooting and defense of the Tritons, the difference in this one.
Yeah, it's just incredibly impressive the way the Tritons have played. Even without the three-point shooting, the defense they have played, I think they'd probably still be in the lead. They have just been hounding the Lakers all afternoon, never letting them look comfortable, constantly forcing them away from where they're comfortable, and passing for the Lakers has been a struggle. And even starting drives, just a fantastic all-around defensive performance from the Tritons. And I'm not sure the Lakers maybe were quite ready for the intensity of defense they were going to play.
Iowa Central says if we're going out of bounds, some more clock can be run. Gaston works over to Campbell. And 1 minute left in this one as Akalaya rings it up. Just a little exclamation mark on this one.
Why not keep doing what's been going so well for you? That three-point shooting, a hallmark of that. We have a whistle.
I believe Jordan Ryan going to head to the line as Akalaya picked up the foul. Final in Boone, DMAC top seed outlast Northeast Community College 95-75. So winner of this one will head down to Boone to play at the Den against the top-seeded Bears. Looking like it's going to be Iowa Central as number 4 seed Holden serve on home court, and that just shows you anytime you can get home court in the postseason, it's huge.
Yeah, 100%. Home court advantage so massive, and the crowd was loud cheering on these Tritons to victory. Very excited to see the matchup between DMAC and the Tritons, as DMAC, a picture of consistency as a team as Herman gets that 3 to fall. But the Tritons with their pestering defense and their opportunity, or just always that chance that they can explode from beyond the arc and put up points in a hurry. I think that'll be a fantastic game.
Early in the season, Iowa Central had a big win against Kirkwood that kind of opened some eyes around the conference and even the country. Iowa Central spending some time in the rankings earlier on. Now looking to march their way potentially to the national tournament. Kind of looking at the layout, you'd think DMAC and Kirkwood in good positions for some at-large bids if they don't win the tournament. So you got some other teams that are thinking, we got to win 3 straight to make it in.
Yeah, it's just teams in the ICCAC seems like they're always good for some at-large bids. Just it's a tough conference and filled with so many talented teams.
Both those sunk for Jalen Winter. And Lakers going to go on offense. Herman fires it away. That one too strong. We'll go towards Iowa Central. So this one could be done with, as even Coach McKinney says, we can lay off. We'll say horses are off, and Iowa Central going to move on. Great effort for the Tritons, and first-year coach Ryan Kirsch has his Tritons on to the semifinals. Iowa Lakes will have their season come to an end. The record of 19-12, 9-10 in the tough ICCAC. And if you're Iowa Lakes, you wonder, kind of look at some things in this game, what you could have done differently. But Iowa Central, they move on to the delight of Hodges Fieldhouse.
Fantastic win for the Tritons. Iowa Lakes season comes to an end. A fun team to watch, this Laker team. Had a lot of highs in this season. Some players that are just a blast to watch. But that'll be it for them. Tritons going to move on, and they've got some players who are just really, really fun to watch. And it'll be great to see them match up against DMAC and see what they can do against a very talented squad with the Bears. But in this one, it really came down to that defense, never letting the Lakers get comfortable. The Lakers this season, one of their biggest struggles, offensive consistency. They could not find it against the pestering defense of the Tritons. That three-point shooting certainly helped the Tritons as well, as it created a lead and a big cushion. I think the Lakers just kind of felt themselves slip out of this one and never really found a way for them to get engaged again. You saw the frustration, you saw the emotions from the Lakers, and they just couldn't quite get it. Have a look at some of the stats here.
Yeah, looking at some of the scores, leading the way for Iowa Central was Jordan Kane, 16 points for him, 11 points for Irakli Akalaya, and 10 points for Lane Campbell, Davian Gaston. The bench points, I think, is the big story here. Iowa Central 38, Iowa Lakes 11 bench points. So that's the difference in this one, and I believe Coach Kirsch going to make his way up here. As you want to invite him up, I don't know if you can see through the window.
Absolutely. Give me a second.
Yeah, Coach Ryan Kirsch going to come up and meet with us as first year at the helm of Iowa Central, heading to the semifinals, as makes his way up. Let him kind of get set up here. Give you the headset. And good. How are you doing? And congratulations on the win.
Yeah, thank you.
First year here at Iowa Central, on to the semifinals in the tough ICCAC Region 11. Coming into this one, was kind of the three-pointer in defense the plan? Because that really worked for you today.
You know, I would say, defense first and foremost. If anybody's heard me talk all year, it's been about rebounding, winning the rebounding battle, winning the turnover battle. So we were down 5 there, 36-31. They're a tremendous rebounding team. We knew we had to keep that number close. But turnovers, against their pressure, that type of defense that they play, to have 10 is tremendous. We're always, talking 12 and under. So, in our home gym, we've shot it really well. And we've shot it really, really well as of late. We've got multiple guys stepping up, making them. They continue to work, and obviously, ton of credit to Iowa Lakes and Coach McKinney and their program. I'm just happy to get the win and move on.
Yeah, looking at the three-point numbers for you, shooting 6 for 11 in the second half. That was kind of your exclamation mark to really pull away in this one. 42%, and a lot of that coming from your bench. Outscoring Iowa Lakes 38-11, and with bench points. Got to love the effort from your 6 through 10 guys, if you will.
All those guys that have come off the bench have started games for us, and so we can simply go 5 in, 5 out, at any one particular time. We have a freshman-laden group that starts, and then we have a sophomore-heavy group that comes in for us, 6 through 10, and they were tremendous. Their energy, their effort. And I told them at halftime, I thought we were getting great looks in that first half. They just weren't falling, and then to be 5 for 15 the first, but 6 for 11 in the second was huge to finish for 42%. And it looks like 3, 4, 5, 6 guys with threes. That's hard to stop some nights. And so, we've shot it really well in Hodges, and I'm just really happy for our team right now.
Yeah, love the atmosphere here at Hodges Fieldhouse. Appreciate you guys bringing us out. So, first year at head coach, what is one thing that you kind of really tried to key on and seems to be working as the season goes on? Like, as a coach, what was one thing you really tried to install?
Yeah, it's just defense and toughness. I knew when we recruited these guys and got them signed here, late in the summer after getting the job in April, that we were going to be able to probably put the ball in the hole a little bit. But our defense has wavered at times throughout this year, right? And when we've played the top tier, when it's been really good, like it was tonight, that's the outcome. And so year one, that has been the stressor, is to get our scheme set and continue to teach it. People have to realize we brought in 12 new guys, 3 guys returned, but there's 0 continuity on our roster, right? And so that was the hardest part, was teaching them a new scheme and then really getting them to buy into it. Tonight might be as good as we played. To hold Iowa Lakes under 40% for the game is tremendous.
I don't know if you see the graphic there. DMAC did get the win against Northeast down in Boone, so your destination on Wednesday. Obviously, you're taking it one game at a time here, so we're not even thinking about the next round. But how did you do against DMAC in the regular season? I know they were kind of top of the conference. What are you kind of looking for them and looking forward to on Wednesday with them?
Yeah, they're a tremendous team. I would say we've played, of the 80 minutes, right, if you add up the 2 40-minute games, we've played decent for 40 and pretty poor for the other 40. Both halves against them, both first halves against them, we've come out, defensively, stayed put, and then they've just found a way to scored in bunches against us in each of the second halves we played. So, that's going to be the message, is finding a way to compete for 40, force tough shots, and let the chips fall where they may. I know our guys are ready to compete against anybody, and we're going to go give it everything we've got.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you so much for your time. We'll let you enjoy this one, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Appreciate it so much. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, that is Coach Ryan Kirsch joining us on the postgame show. They get the win over Iowa Lakes, 81-58, with 4 players in double figures, and we'll be with you on Wednesday as that game going to be at the Den in Boone. DMAC hosting Iowa Central in the Region 11 semifinals. For Tyler, for everyone at MC22, I'm Tim Soper saying have a great afternoon, as this Iowa ICCAC tournament action has been an MC22 presentation, your regional sports and community programming leader.